Greetings, it is I, Dreadscape Gaming. How are all of you doing today, Dread Knights? I know I started like 15 minutes early, but I wanted to finish a little bit early, so that's what I'm doing. So today we're jumping back into Yugioh Master Duel. I will be playing Dragonmaids today. Mostly going to be doing casual matches. Well, they do. They're a pretty decent fun deck, to say the very least, Dread Knights. They're pretty powerful. I'll show you what the build that we're working with today. We're going to Droll and Lockbirds. We're going to be playing 2 Max Cs. We're going to be playing 1 Nurse Dragonmaid. We're going to be playing 3 Ash Blossom Joyous Spring. We're going to be playing 3 copies of Kitchen Dragonmaid. We're going to be playing 3 copies of Parlor Dragonmaid. We're going to be playing 3 copies of Chamber Dragonmaid. We're going to be playing 1 Bysteel Magnuma. We're going to be playing 1 Bysteel Drewswarm. We're going to be taking also 1 Bysteel Bulldrake. We're going to be playing 1 Dragonmaid Ernest. 1 Noctovision Dragon, 1 Dragonmaid, I can't even pronounce that, Tinkak, I think it's how you pronounce it, 1 Dragonmaid Lopar, 1 Dark End Evaporation Dragon, 1 Dragonmaid Churmba, I believe is how you pronounce that, 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, 1 Nibiru the Primal Being, 3 copies of Dragonmaid Hospitality, 1 copy of Dragonmaid Changeover, 1 copy of Branded Regain, 1 Call by the Grave, 1 Crossout Designator, 3 copies of Infinite Impertinence, 2 copies of Dragonmaid Tiding. For the extra deck, we have Borreload Furious Dragon, 1 Chaos Star Source Dragon, 2 copies of Ladies Dragonmaid, which might be overkill for this deck, but since we have it, we might as well use it. 1 copy of Phila Regis, 3 copies of House Dragonmaid, and yes, I did manage to pull one of the alternate art Dragonmaids, which I'm pretty happy about. Then from there we have 2 copies of Dragonmaid Shu, 1 copy of Light and Darkness Dragonlord, because I think it's kind of important to have in this deck, 1 copy of Super Star Slayer Typhon, just in case we're going against Arping, so we can't really beat over, 1 copy of Striker Dragon, and 2 copies of Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. And that's the build. It's pretty basic. It is a fun deck, but it does pretty well for a fun deck. If the game is too low, let me know. If I'm too loud, definitely let me know as well. We're tempering our expectations here because whenever you're playing casual, sometimes it's more sweaty than ranked, believe it or not. Because in ranked, usually you're going to go against like meta decks or you're going to go against anti-meta decks. But in casual, chances are you're usually going to run into stun, and if you don't run into stun, you're going to run into something else. But I'm not taking this into rank, because the thing is, if I take this into rank, it's going to tank my platinum rating that I have right now, and I'm trying to rank up further, so that's why I don't want to do that. Okay, so we're going to summon Parlor Dragonmaid here. Sucks as Loper is in my hand right now. I'm going to activate the effect of Parlor Dragonmaid. No response to that. Okay, so we have to send it into the graveyard right now. I'm gonna check Truma in this sense. It kind of sucks. Alright, can I do that with these 2? No, I can't. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna discard this. It's not gonna make a whole bunch of sense now because I feel like I did a whole bunch of things, but we're gonna select this monster just so the hell of it, because I have to, based on the way my hand worked there. Okay, so we're gonna go into Ladies Dragonmaid by removing these 2 dragons in the graveyard. This gives us actually pretty decent option here, because we'll special summon her in defense position. Look at her cuteness. Ladies Dragonmaid, we're going to activate the effect of Ladies Dragonmaid, which will allow me to summon. Right now, we're going to get this lovely lady here. So I want to get the fusion card out. Alright, we're going to activate the effect. If we want to, we could actually get 2 Ladies Dragonmaids out right now, which would be kind of hilarious. In this particular situation, I am going to get the fusion, just because we can kind of go for like full lockdown here, which is what I'm trying to do. Alright, so we're going to do that. We are going to get Borreload here. Should I go Borreload? Target 1. Nah, we shouldn't really go Borreload. We're going to go Pretty Lady right here. We're going to get rid of you. We're going to get rid of the Red Ice Metal because it's kind of a brick on our hand. We're going to special summon her. Just going to work just fine for us. If we want to, we could bounce the card back, but I don't really feel like that's going to be a whole bunch of value for us right now. So I'm going to end my turn on that, as opposed to making the Heavenly Dragon Sphere. Alright, so on our opponent's turn, what we're going to do from here, So we're going to activate, obviously, the first effect, which is going to be Lady's Dragonmaid, to be able to special summon Shu, which will give us a couple of options here. See what our opponent does. Alright, so I'm going to activate first Lady's Dragonmaid for the effect. Okay, they don't negate it, so that's good. I'm going to activate the effect of Chamber Dragonmaid here. Any response to the summoning? Alright, so I am going to get the Dragonmaid Hospitality. And we'll see how they go from here. We should be okay as long as we're not playing against, like, Sky Strikers right now. If we're playing against Sky Strikers, it's going to be hilarious. I have seen quite a bit of Sky Strikers as of late, Dread Knight, so you never know. Alright, Polymerization. What are you fusing for? I don't think it's worth taking that bait just yet. We'll see. Unless, like, a random 5-God dragon comes out of nowhere. Then I'm going to be, like, super sad. I think generally we should be okay here. What did you bring out? Oh. Damn it. We just got cheated out of that. Can't do that. I gotta wait for him to use one of his effects. And out-negate him. That sucks, man. It's a freaking Dragoon. I would have negated it had I known. No, can't. That's the bait. I mean, I could beat over him, so I just gotta let him do something, right? Okay. Because I know what he's trying to do. It kind of sucks. I should have done something else, but it's okay. We're fine. I think we're fine. No, I can't activate to that either there. Because if I do, that's going to be like GG for us. I can make something to beat over this. He hasn't... He's probably got a Dark Magician in his hand. Battle phase. Not activating. I'll take the hit. I'll take the 25. I have to in this particular moment. Okay. Are you done? Okay, now this is where it's going to get a little bit complicated to beat over him. But I think we might be able to do something. I'm not activating any of these effects because it would be foolish right now. Nope. Nope, I can't activate any of these effects right now. Nope, I don't want any of these effects right now. Battle phase. No, can't activate any of these effects. I just have to go for the attack. See what they do here. See, this is the problem. Alright, so I'm going to activate this. This is going to force him to use it. And then I should be able to chain to this. Which should allow me to beat him. If I'm not mistaken, because I don't think he can do a double chain. And I think we got him there on that. Yeah. Activate the effect. Special summon. Yep, that's negated too. We continue the battle phase. We'll declare attack. This is such a hard out, man. Okay, we're both gone. Let's take an attack here. This is where it gets, like, really complicated because I know what he's trying to do. Main phase 2. I am going to activate the effect of this. So we're going to go Hospitality here. Here. Add to my hand. I'm going to add this. This has actually some uses right now for us. I'm going to set this. Trust the process, like I said. It's not going to make a whole bunch of sense just yet. Just trust the process. I'm going to return this card to my hand. Not chaining to that. Alright. Now from here, what we were going to do is we're going to go into Star Source. Which I think I can make Star Source if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So we're going to get rid of my lovely lady here. We're going to get rid of the lovely lady here. And this is probably where the Rage Quit is coming, because they're trying to rely desperately on that one Dark Magician tactic. and we were able to play over their Red Eyes Darkness Dragoon. We're gonna get rid of this one first. We're gonna destroy also that. Yep, I told you the Rage Quit was coming. Guaranteed you the Rage Quit was coming. Opponent has surrendered. And we were able to outplay against the Red Eyes Darkness Dragoon. That's usually a very hard out. If I wasn't playing a deck that had, like, a lot of negation there, we would have been screwed. Guaranteed we would have been screwed over in that one. But because we had a lot of negations and we had a lot of outs, and Dragonmaids primarily is more of a control deck, we were able to do that. We might run into them again, though. That's why sometimes I wait, like, a couple minutes before I jump into, like, the next match. So we'll have to see. I don't know how many takers we're gonna get today in casual. We're going against Harry Potter. Okay, I didn't know Harry Potter apparently played card games, but so be it. We're going first. But yeah, that was a hard out, Dreadknights. A very hard out there. Because Red Eyes Darkness Dragoon is not, like, something you really play around with. And when it, like, comes out the way that it came out, usually it doesn't end in your favor. But Dragonmaids is more consistent than I give it credit for, especially with the new support. Let's try this and see where it goes from here. I don't think they're going to negate this. Because I rarely see people go for the negate on this. I could be wrong, though. I mean, Harry Potter's smart, right? At least in the books he was. Am I getting negated? They're thinking about this very carefully as to whether this is the play they should negate or not. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I can't hate on that. They're desperate for something, but that's okay. We could turn this into something else right now. Which, I don't know if that's going to be the play, right? Because a Striker Dragon doesn't really do too much for us right now in this position. I don't know why they're doing that. They just wasted a Maxi. They're going to feel real stupid in a minute. When I just, like, pass. I mean, you just wasted a Maxi, bro. That's on you. That's on you. That's not on me. So many hand traps, so we had an Infinite Impertinence, and they wasted a Maxi. Like, I just simply wouldn't. I mean, if you did Infinite Impertinence, I know you were going to Maxi next. That's pretty obvious. But that's going to be the next play. Oh, it's Waterlock deck? Okay. Oh. I could draw a couple cards here if I wanted to, alright? I deserve to draw a couple cards. I want some cards, too, alright? You're gonna have to pass, sir. Yep. What is this deck that Harry Potter's playing? Interesting. Well, the thing is, they shut me down for a while, right? So... I mean, realistically, I'm just gonna sit pretty here and wait on it, because I don't really have much of a play here. I have to play the long game. This is where, like, the match gets very boring. It's gonna get very, very boring. Goes in match? All I do is play one attribute. Okay, that's fine. It's a basically water stun deck, so it's just gonna bore us to death. Because that seems to be the only strategy that this player uses. And the water statue, too. Okay. So I just basically had a tribute for my monster. Because I only allowed one attribute. This is like the most boring thing to deal with right now. I hate these players because they're just boring to go against. It's not like original, it's just like stun. So we just gotta wait here for them to figure out what they're gonna do. You know? This is not very engaging gameplay. This is why this is actually banned in the TCG. So you don't have to go against this nonsense. But, you know, it is whatever. There is something I could do. I don't really want to do it, but I might have to here. Just for the hell of it. So I can... Oh, man. This is boring. I think our opponent's basically just going to hold this hostage at this point and just sit there. So, as opposed to just, like, wasting a whole bunch of time. Because I can win this, but it's going to take, like, forever. And it's not going to be engaging gameplay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get out of the match, because I don't want to just, like, be playing a boring stall game the whole time. It's a 2-hour stream. It's not worth my time. Alright, we'll wait, like, like 30 seconds and we'll queue into the next one. Because that's basically what it is to, like, frustrate the player and bore you to tears. I'm not for that. You could do that somewhere else. I like engaging actual Yu-Gi-Oh matches. Alright, ready up. Let's get to the next one. I'm cooked. Interesting name. Alright, we won the coin flip there. Therefore, we will get to go first. Let's see what happens here. We have a decent hand. It is, though, one of those hands where if we get disrupted, it's going to be our car. So we'll see. Usually names with I'm cooked, I'm expecting like 5 hand traps at the beginning of the game. Normal summon. There's a hand trap because there was a very long pause between my summoning and the effect activating. So I'm assuming probably the next card's going to get negated. I could be wrong. We'll see. Gonna activate the effect. Will I get my lovely lady here? All of a sudden, there's a big pause. Cards to banish. They have a hand trap. I guaranteed they have a hand trap. Because this is why they're doing the nonsense that they're doing. So I'll go here. Alright, let's special summon. I have a blue icon. Shouldn't have a blue icon. My internet's fine. Huh. What happened here? I see some sussiness going on. Activate the effect. There's some real sussiness going on in this duel. Okay. I should have known by the screen name. We're gonna hold out here. Hopefully it'll pass, but I think we potentially ran into maybe a hacker. Which is kind of funny, but we'll hold on that and see how it goes. Activate the effect. Any response to this? We have options here. I'm gonna get hospitality. I'm gonna play hospitality. It's not gonna make a whole bunch of sense just yet. Trust the process. I don't really want to special summon that, but I'll do it for the sake of argument. Send to the graveyard. We'll send her. I'm gonna turn these two into a Heavenly Spear. For the time being. We could have gotten the fusion card there, would have worked just as well. Special summon. We can if we want to, just to be hilarious here. No. Let's leave it at that. That's probably the play to make here. We just want a very controlled aspect. It's very controlled. Doesn't look like a very impressive board, but trust the process here. We're going to activate the effect of Lady's Dragonmaid, unless we were getting negated here. We're not getting negated here. There's no long pause, so what we're going to do... I'm going to send these two lovely creatures back into the deck. Special summon Shu. I'm going to put that here. Shu is also going to get an effect, so you know what we're going to do. It's all part of the process here. So we're going to activate the effect of Shu. Shu is going to special summon... I believe we're going to go get Chamber here. It's the last one in the deck. Just fine, because I can recycle the other ones anyway. Chamber is going to activate its effect. This is where we're going to go get the fusion card here, Dreadknights. This is very important to get the fusion card here. There we go. Dragon's Mage. What is this called again? Changeover? That was all on their main phase, by the way. So we'll see what happens from here. Is I'm cooked really cooked? We'll find out. What's up, Monarch deck? How about I just Ash Blossom that? And you get no cards. You get no cards for your trouble. No cards for you. Okay, negate that. They probably have the Herb Monarch card, though, to be able to search for, like, free cards and add it to their deck. So I gotta be very cautious how I play this one. We'll see. I'm fine with that. I'd rather they not get the 2 cards, because I can always negate the next one. Anything? Anything? They're probably going to stall this one a little bit as they try to make their decision as to what they're doing. Any day now. Yeah. That's the one I'm probably going to be forced to negate, unfortunately, at this point. Once per turn, triple monster open controls, even if they do. I have to. I have to use it. As much as I don't want to use it, I have to. Because if not, it's going to get pretty gray for us. Come on, I'm cooked. Make your play. Why are you... there goes that naughtiness again. I'm telling you guys, since I started playing this duel, there's been like a whole bunch of sus going on. I don't understand what's going on. It's definitely not the servers. But it keeps giving me the blue mark. I think we're going into actual legitimate hacker. Because it's like they're trying to throw me off the game for quite a while already. Anything? 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 Anything, bro? Alright, let me use the alternate artwork here. We need to get out of this match as fast as possible. Definitely a lot of sus. Ooh, look at that alternate art. Alright. So what are you doing next? Trying desperately. You're trying real desperate here. I don't know what to tell you. It's a real desperate play on their part. If you saw a little bit of scuff, that's YouTube. YouTube sometimes is YouTube, so I apologize for that for anybody that's watching. Wasn't my internet. I noticed because I'm looking over at the screen. Reveal free from your deck. Okay, come on. This is like the boring stall game right now. And it's not really going to end well for them, I'll just be honest with you. Because I know what I'm going to do next. It's a very, very long stall game. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I don't got all day for this. They're just really stalling it out. Oh man, we could read a book at this point, Dread Knights. Anybody want to read me a bedtime story? Because I think I'm about to be put to sleep, waiting for this person to make their move. Let's give you this one. I have a response, by the way, to that, because I know what you sent to the graveyard. And I know what I need to get rid of. Come on. Come on. He's really stalling it out, man. He's really stalling it out. Either you had the play to make or you don't have the play to make, guys. It's Dragonmaids. It's not that serious. Send one Monarch. Go ahead. Come on already. You're boring me to tears. Literally boring me to tears right now. I've never seen somebody work so hard to go against Dragonmaids with a Monarch deck. And I have plays still I want to make. So it's like stun Monarch, basically. But because they didn't get to go first, they really couldn't set up the full stun strategy here. Are you gonna ever make your move, or are you just gonna, like, stall the timer for 5 minutes? I would not be surprised, Dread Knights, if the person that we're going against is actually in stream right now. And that's why they're just, like, holding it. I guess that they want to have a tantrum, they can. We'll just wait it out. So how was your day? Mine was pretty good. I had a little bit of a tummy ache for the last couple days. 2 days to be exact. Was under a little bit of stress. Mostly had to do with, like, just hydrating stuff and calming my nerves. This person's literally just holding the game hostage. I know this for a fact. Because they know that they can't really do anything else. So they're going to make us wait here the whole 5 minutes, I guarantee you. Because I know what they're doing at this point. It was pretty obvious based on the number count that the person came into the stream to see. Which is cool. It's fine, but we'll just wait them out, Dread Knights. We'll just wait them out. They're not... They want to hold the game hostage. Which is kind of funny. It's really funny. I don't understand why people hold the games hostage like this in this. It's either you have the play or you don't. If you don't have the play, then just, like, suck it up and forfeit. But, you know, it is what it is sometimes, man. You run into these people, and it's just like, well, okay, so how can I make this streamer miserable? I know, I'll hold the match hostage for, like, 5 minutes. Because, you know, they don't have, like, another play here. It literally is not like they have another play. It's just... They're doing whatever, man. Oh, man. So, yeah, you know, so I had that. I'm gonna have some pizza for dinner, even though the fact that I had a little bit of tummy ache for a while. But I got, like, a small little personal pan pizza, pepperoni and sausage, with, like, 4 boneless wings, buffalo, medium flavor. I'm a big fan of pizza. I don't know about anybody else in chat, but for me, Pizza, it's like my favorite go-to pizza chain, like of the fast food type of pizza chains. Hey, look, they finally made a move. It only took them God knows how long. Are you done, sir? Or are you just gonna continue to slow play? The most intentional slow play ever, man. I don't understand why hold the game hostage for as long as that. Like, I really don't get the point of that. I never will in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It is what it is sometimes, man. But holy crap. Like, if you have the out or you don't have the out, at least play the game. Don't hold it hostage. Literally, that was just waiting and waiting. Good evening, Arabic. How are you doing, buddy? Did you see that in Arabic, or did you just, like, come in? The person that we were going against, I think, came in to the stream, and then, like... Oh, look, it's the same person again. I guess I'm going first again. This is gonna be boring, guys. I might just back out so that we don't have to go against this, person again. Because the last time they came in... I know when I see a stream sniper when I do. I'm just not gonna play against them again. Because I don't have to. Because I know what's going on. In fact, what I'm gonna do... We won the last one, I just don't want to play against this again, because they, like, held the game up quite a bit. So what I'm gonna do to prevent this is I'm gonna put us back into just chatting here. Because I know, like, sometimes I gotta hide my screen from people who are doing this. And then we'll queue back up here in a second. Because I know there's people who try to do, like, nefarious things. That's the drawback of streaming. Even when you're streaming with a delay, people will try to do that. And I'll put back on the game here. Because this is, like, the only way I have, honestly, at this point, to combat, like, stream snipers. Which is kind of funny that I had to go through great lengths to do it, but, you know. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. We're going first. Alright, GG's. Alright, there we go. This is actually a pretty decent hand. It's not the best. Iridian 2. I think they're playing a pretty cool deck. Alright, let's normal sum this. Gonna activate the effect. Will I be able to get the effect off here? Alright, so we gotta send something into the deck. We're gonna send the fire monster. Or they can automatically forfeit. So that works too. Alright, well, that just happened. I know that just happened, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna go back into the game screen here again, I know, because I'm just trying to prevent some naughtiness from going on, because I know, trust me, I know what's going on. If I hide the screen until the actual match, I know who we're gonna be getting and who we're not gonna be getting. When I actually get into the match, I'll queue us back in. And I'll do this for a little bit until I can see, like, the fifth person. Because I know what they're doing. Alright. Back in the match now. It's a shame that I have to do this type of stuff, but, you know, it is what it is sometimes. Going first. Alright. Oh, the stream overlay chat works. I didn't realize that, but it actually does. It came up on my end. Alright. Let's see if we last longer in this one. I mean, we won the last match, but it was just kind of funny the way things were. Let's normal summon. Activate the effect. We have options here, but they might get negated. That's a Fuwa. Which means they probably have also an Ash Blossom. I'm gonna activate this and see if we get away with it. See if we can negate this. Alright. They got negated. Alright, I'm going to pick, in this case, the Hospitality. anything to this. They, I'm pretty sure, have an Ash Blossom. Droll and Lockbird. This is fire. They are desperate, man. This isn't adding, though. This is special summoning. So I don't know what they were really thinking by that. Alright, so... I'm gonna special summon this. Like, they're not gonna prevent it from stopping this. Unless they have, like, another, like, Ash Blossom or Infinite. Like, I'm gonna get it. I'm just... It's kind of funny. Like, regardless of what, I'm gonna get the card. Okay, so we're gonna send... Banish this. We're gonna banish this. Alright, it's a special summon. Ladies Dragonmaid. We're gonna activate the effect. Special summon a level 4. But I can't add anything to my hand. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use her. I am gonna activate her effect. I am going to send this to the graveyard. It's not gonna make a whole bunch of sense just yet. Just trust the process. I'm gonna activate the effect. I'm gonna bring her back. She was gonna go at the end of the turn anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna activate this lovely card here. And we are going to basically double up on negation here if we wanted to. Which I think is the play. So I'm gonna get rid of this lovely lady. And I'm gonna get rid of the Evaporation Dragon, even though I could have activated the effect. Because there's more stuff I can do with that later on. This way we'll have, like, more chances of negation. From there, if I wanted to, we could go into that. Let me think about this. We might be overextending here, but it might be totally worth it. Yeah, I saw the guy stalling. Ah, okay. Well, that's what that is for. So it's like a control deck. Alright, so we're gonna special summon the alternate artwork one there. I think they're about to rage quit. Oh, look at the pretty artwork there. Chambermaid is so cute. Alright. Remove that. Special summon. We're gonna activate the effect. How many more hand traps do you think they could possibly have? Alright. We're gonna end our turn on that. I'm gonna search here. I'm gonna search for this card to my hand. And we still have plays that we can do. That's the crazy part here. Still a lot. There's so much control that you can do with this particular deck. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to activate her. Alright, so we're going to bring back the shoe. So what we're going to do is... this is actually pretty interesting, because I am going to put this back in the deck. I'm going to put him back in the deck, because we have multiple copies of the other one, so that's fine. Special summon. Okay, this is good. Alright, now her effect can activate if I want. Which is we could target one or Dragonmaid and special summon them in defense position, which I'm going to do now. And they're going to forfeit off of that. Alright, victory. The opponent has surrendered. This is a really good deck. It's deceptively good. Like, people don't even realize it. Like, it's an expensive deck to make, but it's not that expensive. Maybe I'm overestimating at this point. But, like, in terms of the decks that you can build right now, all you need is, like, 2 or 3 starter decks, which is about 1,500 gems. Which usually, if you start the game, it's pretty easy to get that. Then on top of that, the other thing, too, is that you need, like, some cards from the new card set. So most of it's super. You only need really, realistically, 1 ultra. Overall, a very, very, very good deck. Very, very strong deck. I really like it. It's good. It's good. So how has everybody's day been? What have you been doing? How has work been for you and Erbig? Are you on your way to driving back home at this point in the day? We lost a coin flip. That's very unfortunate. I am going first, though. So either this person has a lot of hand traps, or they have, like, a strategy that works going second, like maybe Sky Strikers or Tempai. You never really know. having this in my hand is not actually ideal right now. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Activate the effect. Anything to this? I actually need to bait out the negate here. Let me do that. It's not gonna make a whole bunch of sense just yet. We might lose this one, I think. Depending on what the opponent... Because they wanted me to go first, which is quite interesting. Add to deck to hand, so let's see here. Gonna go with this one for now. Send to the grave. We'll send the Nurse Dragonmaid. She's kind of useless at this point. Activate. I mean, the sad part is they are gonna get a draw for this. I'm not gonna activate the secondary effect, because if I do, they'll get... I could, but drolling them? Should I droll them? No, because then I can't add cards to my hand, which would be kind of useless. So we're gonna just end on that. It's not gonna look like the most impressive play, but it's better than, like, the other options here, because Mulcharmy's kind of got us locked down. You just got home. Oh, that's good. At least you can, like, rest and vibe for the rest of the day. So, I was... recently, I mentioned this on Discord for people who are here hanging out with us. I'm looking to play some Christmas games. So I was looking for Steam's list, and I came to the shocking realization that Steam doesn't really have a lot of Christmas games, at least not Christmas games that are actually good. This person's gonna get angry. Because, like, I'm gonna start special summoning stuff and they're not gonna be able to do anything. Because I have a droll in my hand. I think this might be Sky Strikers. They might still be able to play out of this, but... come on. Wait. I get to play Droll and Lockbird here. I get to do something, game. I get to do something. Is it gonna let me do it? Yeah, you're not getting to draw cards. You're very desperate for stuff. I don't know why they're so desperate. Do you have something to negate that? Do you think they have something to negate that? I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, so I'm going to activate, finally effect of this. Obviously, right now I can't go for anything that adds cards to my hand, but there are Dragonmaids that can send stuff to the deck. From the deck to the graveyard, so that's like the play we'll do here. This person has hand traps they want to activate desperately. You can tell because of the amount of pauses that they're taking between turns. Oh, or they don't have anything because of Droll and Lockbird, because we just shut them down from trying to, like, get cards when we're trying to play. Alright, that was easy. It was easy. A simple hand trap there in it, but this Dragonmaids, don't sleep on them. Like, I was sleeping on them for a while, but they're way better than people might take them for. I don't think they'll be, like, metagame defining. Not until, like, Draco Tales come out. Which, you know, I know Draco Tales is going to be coming out in the not-too-distant future. I'll be hiding my game screen again. I know. Dread, why are you doing that? Trust me. I'll put it back up when I know. For certain. Alright. Oh, my goodness. This person has a lot of titles. We might be in trouble. Alright. Marcel. We're going first. Sky Strikers? There's very few situations where the opponent literally lets you go first. Very few. Alright. Droll and Lockbird. We open pretty terrible, in fact. This is a terrible hand. I'm probably going to lose this match, but it's fine. You can't win them all. We'll try to play our best that we can with the hand traps that we got. But I don't suspect that we're going to be able to do too much. It might be a Gradius deck, which is kind of cool. It's a shame that I'm not going to be able to do anything to actually give them a pretty decent matchup, though. Is it a Gradius deck? Okay, that's a weird card to play. Is it stun? It might be stun. Could potentially be stun. I'll take the 2000. Alright, main phase 2. I don't really have a good hand, so this might be like GG's for us. Unless I can like get something to pop off. I suspect my opponent's got a lot of hand traps though. We're cooked. We're cooked in ways that there's nothing I can do. It's a GG next. We bricked. Oh well. C'est la vie. End in defeat. Okay. Well, that happened. Can't win them all. I know even from experience you can't. So, just wait a couple seconds and we will queue into the next one, Dreadmaids. That was unfortunate. We had a great hand to counter a lot of things, but against whatever their opponent's strategy was, it just was not meant to be. Just so unfortunate. Alright, the countdown is on. It's the final countdown. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Ba-da-dum-bum. I lost the coin flip. I think this is the age where now I'm going to start losing every coin flip. Oh no. We're going second. That's fine. Alright. No bricky, no bricky, no bricky. I bricked again, but I'm going second, so I don't mind because maybe I'll get to play Maxi here. And maybe that'll turn the game around. If not, worst case scenario, we'll use Nibiru, the primal being. But hey, you know, you never know. Oh, no. I think it's over. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop them here. Wait, Gradius got a deck? Yes, another big. Gradius got a deck. It's a deck type in this game. Remember, Konami made Gradius. Gradius is actually a deck type. It's not a very good deck type, though. But it's a deck type in this game. It's crazy, right? Like, they made literally all the ships from it. Triple Tactics. What are they setting? I think this is auto GG. But we'll try. If I get tired of playing this deck, I can also swap to a different one and give it a whirl. But I mostly want to focus on Dragonmaids today. Okay, so they set that. Are you going to inspect my hand? Oh. Okay, that's a normal summon. Or that was a special summon, actually, because it was the counter on Nibiru. So that's one. Alright, let's look. See what they do. So that's 2. I got to draw a card. Still okay, I suppose, right now. We'll have to see how this goes. I'm not too confident about this matchup, I will be honest with you. That's free, alright. How desperate are they going to be to do things? That's the real question here. Can I respond to that, please? I can't, because now in the gate they did a chain block there. It's a very common strategy that you use in Yu-Gi-Oh! I've done it too, so I can't get mad at that. Originally, I wanted to Ash Blossom this if possible, but we weren't able to. It's okay. It's okay. It happens. I remember Duke Devlin on the show having the Vic Viper as a card. Didn't realize they did more down the road. Yeah, a whole deck type that no one ever used, ever. Like, it's been around for a while in the TCG. People never use it because it's not like a viable strategy, because unfortunately modern day Yu-Gi-Oh right now is all about like omni negate boards and like preventing your opponent from playing on your their turn and vice versa. I mean, I will say modern day Yu-Gi-Oh is not exactly at the best. Why did they forfeit? I mean, they had an option there. I'm gonna be honest with you, Nerbig. Their option was they could have just simply not kept playing over Maxi. They could have stopped at one special summon. But because they wanted to keep special summoning, and I was going to get a big hand with a lot of hand traps, I guess they assumed that they didn't want to play anymore, unless they popped into stream and looked at a hand, who knows? It was kind of confusing. Usually, like, you're going all out with the Sword Soul deck. Why wouldn't you continue to go all out with it? I don't know. It's interesting. I wasn't expecting to win that one at all. But, you know. Hey, at least at the in-game, like, on stream, you can see the chat now. I was working on that earlier today. because I was like, I need it. I was like, I have it always when I did Twitch streaming, but I didn't have it for YouTube streaming. I do feel like we got to move this somewhere else, though, at some point. But right now, it seems like it's fine, so we'll leave it at that. Alright, I'm going against a name that I don't really know how to pronounce. I don't even know if that's a real name. We lost another coin flip. It looks like we're in the arc where we're just gonna constantly lose coin flips at this point. Man. So, I actually was checking out the Among Us update that happened. Oh my god. There's only one thing that makes this hand decent. And we're not even going first. We might be cooked. We might be very cooked here. But I will play it out to the best of my abilities. Unless, like, they set up, like, a super Omni negate board. Then it's like, nope! I mean, if I do this, it's not gonna help us too much. Just gonna prevent one or two things from happening. I can't stop a Paladin lock here. That's for certain. I'm gonna, though, activate the Drone Lock Bird here. Hopefully it doesn't get negated. If it gets negated, then we're kind of screwed. Because at least I can prevent my opponent from doing, like, a major setup, and maybe we might be able to do something. I mean, they look at the top 3 cards. Can they add it to their hand now? I'm glad chat is working. Yeah. How does it look from there? Should I move it up somewhere else? Or to a different side? It's like, it's hard for me to tell because I'm in stream, right? Figure it gives a little bit extra flair. If they have a hand trap, we are screwed. We have options, though. Actually, we have a lot of options here to make a very big play. I'm going to activate this. Do I get the effect of this? Let's see. I am. Is this a standard Dark Magician deck? I don't know. We'll find out. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go into Ladies Dragonmaids. We're going to remove these 2 cards. One from the graveyard, one from the field. They have to be the same attribute for those of you who don't know. Special summon defense position. Alright. We're going to activate the effect of her. It'll allow us to special summon a monster. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Chamber in this situation. We're going to special summon Chamber. Chamber is going to activate its effect. It's going to allow me to search for a magic card. I think you already know what magic card I'm going for. Alright, so this is just to do, like, a little bit more damage. So we're going to activate the effect. I am going to special summon a shoe here, just in case. So I'm going to get rid of this, because it's kind of useless. And I'm going to actually get rid of this as well. Not going to make a whole bunch of sense, just trust the process. Just trust the process. Alright, so I'm going to activate this. Trying to go for a very big turn. We're gonna special summon. We're gonna send a card to the graveyard. And send the R1. This doesn't look like an impressive board because it's like a small little tick, I guess you could say. But when we get the Heavenly Dragon Sphere out, like, there's a lot we can start doing. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm not going to bounce anything because that'd be foolish. I am going to do that, though. Alright, so we're going to enter a battle phase. This doesn't look like a super impressive board, I understand that. But it gives us a lot of options here. Alright, so end phase. Watch on their standby phase now. On their standby phase, I'm basically playing on their turn, which is what the true power of the Dragonmaid deck does. What's ironic is there's one card, the artwork for it, that reminds me. I'll show you in a minute. But first things first, we're going to activate her, right? Now, this is a hard once per turn effect, if I remember correctly. Right? Is it once per turn? Yeah, once per turn. So what we're going to do is we are going to go into Star Source. Right? Actually, no, we're not going to Star Source. That would be foolish. But this here, we don't need Star Source right now. It's not that important. We should wait for Star Source. House Dragonmaid. This actually reminds me of a VTuber with that design. Can't tell you which VTuber, but it reminds me of that. We're gonna activate the effect of her. No. No, I didn't want to do that. It's fine. I didn't want to do that. That was kind of backwards. Let's special summon. Okay. Not exactly what I wanted to do. Let's also activate the effect of Sheer. We're gonna have a pretty big board. Pretty big board. Pretty impressive board. Oh, we'll special summon you in defense. Alright, I'm gonna activate the effect. Trust the process. I know it doesn't seem like it's great. This is actually a very strong board. I'm gonna get the trap card and add it to my hand, as opposed to hospitality. We have a lot that we can do right now. Many different options right now. It may not seem like it. Let's see what another big said while I'm waiting. Honestly, the positioning is fine. Doesn't interfere with the game UI and vice versa. Okay, good to know. Good to know, Beth. Good to know. And John Jolie, I think is how you pronounce it. I wonder if they're, like, related to a famous actor. You're gonna send those to? You're about that, bud. I'm gonna negate your effect, because I can't have you doing that. So I know what you're trying to do. Alright, I'm gonna activate the effect of this. Special summon. House Dragonmaid. We're in a somewhat comfortable spot. See, the thing is, what they were trying to go for is they were gonna go to a Red Eyes Darkness play. So them not being able to special summon this kind of kills their strategy entirely. Which allows me to just kind of like really run roughshod on them. Like now what I'm gonna probably do is I'm gonna bounce one of these back in a second. So we'll get back like the magic card that's in the graveyard. I don't want to activate her effect yet. We could do this too. Let's see if they negate it, because that's what I'm expecting is gonna happen. Yeah. So they're gonna try to remove her. It doesn't matter, at this point we basically have won the game. I'm not really too concerned about it. They're just playing like the slow game. But we're good. Use the effect. Go ahead. I know you want to remove her. I'm still gonna get the effect. It's too bad I don't have like a random Dark Magician in my deck. I just prohibited it from being special summon. Like, they have to know at this point, right, what's gonna happen. Because I still get the effect. It's not like, this is not a negate. And I don't get it. It's just, okay. Actually, they made life so much easier for me. So, 1. And then I'm gonna get rid of you. So, we're gonna pop. Anyway. So, the Dark Magician's about to leave anyway. It's not even gonna get to use its effect. I'm gonna get this one first. And then I'm gonna pop the one. We're gonna pop this, because I don't know what it is. And they're, like, really desperate for plays here. Doesn't matter. She did her job already. Why are you removing it? I still get the effect. It's not like a negate effect, man. It's still gonna go, but it's fine. Let them do whatever they think they're able to do right now. They're trying desperately to hold on here. It's not gonna matter. They don't read their cards. Like, even the cards that they do. I still get to pop. So I really don't understand the play here. And on top of this, I can target a level 4, right? So we're gonna change its level for no reason. It's funny, man. It's funny, man. I should put 2 Star Source in this deck just for, like, poops and giggles. So now it's a level 8 dragon. I'm gonna activate the effect of House Dragonmaid. I'm gonna do this one. Any response to that? There's so many shenanigans going on here right now. It's not even funny. Alright, so I'm gonna special summon you. So many things we could do. That was all on their... Like, they're trying so hard to stall too. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bounce this card back to my hand. Any response to that? There is none. And basically we just clean house at this point. It's game over for them. There's not much I could do. I'm not going to overextend. There's not going to be like a Nibiru coming out at any point. We could do that. That's so tempting. That's so tempting. 34. But I have to use the big one, which I'm not too keen about doing that. And it's not, like, necessary for what we're trying to accomplish right now. So I feel like the better play to do here is just to get rid of what we have in our hand. Special summon it. Because why play stupid? Because, like, Light and Darkness is going to shut it down, but we're about to win. Like, literally, we're about to win. And we'll just, like, set this for good measure at this point. So I'm going to attack for... We're going to activate the effect. It's not going to make sense. You're like, why the hell? She goes back to the hand. Special summons this. That's why I said it was a game. People forget the tagging effects. So attack for 26. Attack for 2,000. I'm going to leave the 3,500 for last. Just in case. Alright, 3,000. Just in case they were going to activate an air effect. Alright. And we handled that fairly easily. Not really much sweating there to be done. Another splendid round there. Opponent's LP reduced to 0. Fascinating. Fabulous. Marvelous. Don't say so if I... We'll wait like 30 seconds so we can get a different opponent, because what happens is usually if you queue in too quickly, you're gonna end up getting like the same opponent. Also, just for the sake of argument, because I'm trying not to have the stuff, I will block my actual game screen. A very powerful deck. Very strong deck. People don't take it. They underestimate it. Okay, let's go back to game screen. Oh my goodness, look at that name. That is disgusting and gross. And I feel bad. And I don't have anything I think I can cover that name up with. You can't see it because I'm blocking it. I'm gonna see if I have, like, an image, hopefully, somewhere that I can block the name. Give me a second. If I can. I don't have anything queued up. I'm so sorry about the offensive name. I don't have a way of blocking that. You know, there is one thing we can do. I'm not going to play the match. Because that's just disgusting. And you know what's the sad part is you can't report names. Like, that's just bad. I don't even want to... Like, that's just gross, man. You get some weirdos in this game sometimes. Like, some real weird weirdos. But, like, a name like that, I'm not gonna play out the whole stream with that, like, name being there. I'd rather take, like, a random Lost and do that. Because that's just, like, god damn. What's with people in video games sometimes with the names that they pick? Okay. Queuing in. Alright, hopefully I didn't get the same dude this time. No, I didn't. Okay. Holy crap, that name before. Going against Tony Barracuda. Going second. We did not win the coin flip there. That's unfortunate, but hey. Alright. This is not the best hand, but we can try to do something with it. We can try to make it workable. We'll see what Tony Barracuda has in store for us. Tony Barracuda is very passive with their match right now. What? Come on, bro. What are you doing? Did they have a bad hand? Did they forget they were playing Yugioh Master Duel right now? It's gonna come a while. And sets one. It's a ritual deck. I'm sorry, sir. As much as I like rituals, I don't know what type of ritual you're summoning. You probably already have another way to get a ritual card, I'm assuming, if you play a ritual deck anyway. You probably have the ritual card in your hand. This could be a voiceless deck, you never know. You gotta be careful sometimes. Alright. Anything? Anything, 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 anything? Anything? End phase, okay. This is where it gets a little bit dicey, Dread Knights. Call by the Grave. That actually is going to be very helpful, as long as I don't run into, like, an infinite impermanence right now. Activate the effect. Right. Let's send the fire one. And we'll discard it. Probably somebody thought I misplay there, but that's actually what I'm going to do. So we're going to send you back. We're going to send you. This guy's going to go away. This is probably going to be a much slower paced game than the last one, and I apologize for that. Alright, so we're going to activate the effect of her. We have options, though. It's not a complete wash in terms of the actual duel. Special summon. I mean, the only thing we're really worried about is, like, an infinite impermanence. We're not really even worried about a maxi at this point, too. So activate chamber. Like, I could give something up here. I kind of have an idea of which one I want to give up already. Alright, so we're going to go into Shu. Just so we have, like, a little bit of extra protection here. I'm going to get rid of him. I'm going to get rid of her. That way we have, like, a little bit more options for the next turn. Okay. Could do some damage, too, while we're at it. And we could set this, too. Alright. Declaration of attack. Will it go through? We will find out now in a minute. Can I special summon this? Wow. Alright, so we're going to remove this. Just because it gives us, like, a little bit extra pressure, too. Take that, 21. Usually that doesn't activate in the battle phase. I'm surprised that it activated this time. Alright, main phase 2. Just in case, like, shenanigans happen, I'll at least have the way to block it. And then I end my turn. See what happens from there. Turn change. Draw phase. Let's see what happens here, Dragonmaids. Standby phase. Alright, so we're going to activate first things first. Shu, because we're going to bait some stuff out. Anything to that? No. Alright, so we're going to special summon. In defense position. I'm going to activate the effect to search for hospitality here. Not activating anything to that. We'll get hospitality to my hand. Then from there, we are going to activate the effect of the Dragon's Maid again. Please, Dragonmaid is going to activate. Any response to this? We have some options here. Aura Load would be cool. But there's no monster on my opponent's side of the field right now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go House. She's the better play right now. I'll put those back in the deck because they're removed, so we get to recycle there. I'm going to put House in this position here. House Dragonmaid. So cute. I'm so happy I got like an alternate artwork of her. Because it could have been rough there for a while. Like, I was trying to pull it. What is this? Cheap tokens? No, sending soul once per turn when ritual. You can target one monster in your graveyard. Distributed, add it to your hand. That is fine for now. Because we have Call by the Grave. So that's not, like, really going to do anything to break us. Alright, that is not going to be allowed to be played. So we're going to activate here to negate it. Goodbye, end of the world! Alright, special summon, House Dragonmaid. I don't have all of them alternate artwork. I wish I did, but I don't. House Dragonmaid. It's like an end of the world deck. That's kind of cool. This is a deck that used to be kind of okay. Aw, honey. Alright, so we're gonna return you. And we are going to return a card to the hand. Oh, doesn't matter, they're gonna forfeit. There's the Rage Quit. Because we're gonna destroy whatever comes out next, too. And that's basically Dragonmaids controlling the tempo. It's a very fun control deck. Like, it used to be pretty bad. Now it's in a decent spot. When they get Draco Tails, that's really what's going to push it over. But I don't know when we're getting Draco Tails at this point. I think the next thing that, like, Konami's probably going to release in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, if I had to take, like, an educated guess, We're probably gonna get more live twin support first. You know? Probably. What's there? I played Dragonmaid. It is good, but I'm waiting for Draco Tail, which boosts it even more. Yes, yes, Rebel Gang CEO, you know what's up, yeah. Draco Tail is really what's gonna push it over the edge to the point where it then becomes, like, competitively viable. I'm looking forward to when that, like, happens. Because I'm so happy that they got the support that they do now. Because, you know, that's one of the things. I'm really happy that they got the support that they did. Because it's been a long time coming. You know, it's just a fun deck, too. And the fact that they always push it in Konami. Or not. Like, they've been trying to push it with the starter. Okay. Got our next match. Red Hill Beast. Interesting name. Interesting name. By the way, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Your opponent is choosing whether to go first or second. I mean, most people go first. Only decks that really go second. Tenpai, Sky Strikers. That's it. Alright. What will we get here? This is an okay going second hand. We have at least 3 outs. Assuming what our opponent's playing. I think they're playing Fiendsmith with those sleeves. We might be in some serious trouble. But that's to be expected. You're not going to win every game. Destiny board? We're playing Stun? We're playing Control Stun. Okay. Yeah. I don't like Control Stun. That's kind of boring to go against. Alright, we'll negate that. Automatic forfeit. Automatic forfeit there. Ah, gotta love stun sometimes. You know? I don't even know what I can say to that. You gotta love stun sometimes, because it's like... You know why everybody plays stun. They still play stun because they want, I guess, the turn player for their opponent to kind of, like, have a miserable time. But then, like, when their strategy just hits the fan, like, the very first part of it, they'd rage it. Oh, man. That might have been the funniest rage quit that I've seen today, Dreadknights. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not making fun of my opponent, it's just, man. Like, the minute I saw the Destiny board, I'm like, oh, it's Destiny board stun. That's a thing in Master Duel. It's a real, like, an actual deck type that people use in Master Duel right now, where they, like, stole the game out so they can win with Destiny board. I'm not knocking the strategy. It's an okay strategy. It works to a certain extent, but it's easy to disrupt. It's like Dragonmaids. Dragonmaids, if you negate, like, one of the opening starters, and their hand isn't very good, you will kind of run into the same problem as them. Alright, let me get into the next match. That's just, like, a funny, fast one. That was fast. Like, I blinked and it was over. That was hilarious. I don't even know what to say to that. Alright. Hey! The same person we were playing a while back. I guess it's gonna be the revenge match now. You're doing good. That's good to read. That's good to read, Rebel Gangs here. Alright. Are we going first? I don't think we are. What were they playing before? I forget. They got Sky Striker sleeves, though. Maybe they switched decks. Let's see what they do. Am I turn player? I am turn player. Alright. We have options. Let's see if we get negated, though. Anything? No. Okay. We can do things a little bit differently than I normally do in terms of, like, our turn 1 play. So we're gonna activate the magic card. Alright, so we're gonna send you. This is an interesting, fascinating choice that we could do. I'm gonna send you from my hand. You're probably like, why the hell are you doing that, Dreadscape? I need one Dragonmaid on the field to be able to bring out the our lovely lady here. So I think this is where they rage quit. They probably remember us from the last game. 1, 2. Send those back. Special summon. Alright, Lady's Dragonmaid. Gonna activate the effect of Lady's Dragonmaid. Okay, so we got a special summon for our deck. We're gonna go for her. Special summon. Activate the effect. We have options here. I feel like the best thing to do would be to send that to the graveyard. Because we can actually do some fancy stuff right now. Trust the process. Special summon. She's back. So then from there, what we're going to do is we're going to make a Heavenly Sphere. We could have also done Striker Dragon there. But right now, it doesn't really matter too much to play. It's just about building up that control temple from the beginning of the game. We should be good. Should be enough control in the field to hopefully be able to win that game. Maybe, in theory. I don't know. They could be playing... I think they switched to Sky Strikers right now. Which, it's their prerogative, too. We kind of lose hard to Sky Strikers. Although we have, like, one thing that might be going for us right now. The Drone Lockbird. But it's not necessarily, like, a GG. I think we won. Because I see the Rage Quit coming. Maybe? No. Okay. They're thinking about it, whether they want to play it out or not. Alright, so... I'm going to activate her effect first. A response to that. None. Alright, so what we're going to do in this case is we're going to go get the House Dragonmaid again. We're going to send those back into the deck since they were removed from play. Or you can recycle, repeat, reuse, special summon. House Dragonmaid, the alternate art House Dragonmaid, by the way. Alright. I don't think they like what I'm doing. Now they're really considering whether they're going to Rage Quit here. I think we're going to get that Rage Quit. I'm not, like, obviously advocating for a Rage Quit. I don't want my opponent to necessarily Rage Quit. But it is a possibility. Let's see here. It's not going to make a whole bunch of sense. Just trust the process, okay? Alright, we're going to activate her effect. Anything to that? None? Alright. I just want to add to the graveyard. So we're going to just drop it too. It's just like setting up for maybe future plays. Because remember, this is all being done on my opponent's turn. So... there's stuff that we can do. I'm going to target her. Any response to that? None? Alright, special summon. This is where we can start getting, like, hospitality, because I can activate the effect. I might play one of the magic card, because you only really need one of the magic card for the fusion. So we'll go there. That's just, like, setting up for next turn. While we play on our opponent's turn. This board doesn't look very impressive, but there is a lot of control elements to it. There's a lot of control that we have here. I don't know, though. It might be Sky Strikers. Oh, it's the Dark Magician deck. I remember this. Okay. They're gonna get so mad because this is what happened the last time. Let them do that part, because that part's fine. I'm not worried about that. They're gonna get so mad because they're gonna think like I always open with Drone Lockbird. It's just they're the unfortunate player. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. This is probably where the Rage Quit comes in. Semi-restricted card, but it's still really good. That's why it's semi-restricted. They can't add cards to their hand, and they have to pass against a very strong board that I have set up here. So it's a matter of whether they're going to play it out. They could have outs here, but it's going to be quite difficult. I don't have to negate that. I don't have to negate that at all. Because they can't... Does this add a card to their hand? Because if it does, they're going to... Or is it just place a card? Add. So, if they add a card to their hand right now, it's going to just go straight to the graveyard. There's a Drone Lockbird. Does he have turn priority to activate his effect? That's the real question here. I'm not going to do this just yet, because I'm waiting. Because I know there's, like, shenanigans coming. They're trying to get, like, Red Eyes Darkness Dragoon out. Alright, so we're going to activate the Spear here. I'm going to get rid of one of these ladies. You're going to go back to your hand. In case you're trying that strategy. They're probably going to be very mad about that, but, you know, I got to control the tempo here. They're probably also trying to bait stuff out. I thought it was Sky Strikers. It's not. It's like Dark Magician control. I remember going against them already. Huh. Any day now. I think, yep, here comes the Rage Quit. The problem with Dark Magician decks, I'm not knocking any Dark Magician fans, keep that in mind, is the fact that a lot of Dark Magician strategies are very centered on only two things. Technically three things, right? So, There's basic dark... That's a... I know what that is already. I already know what it is. That's a dark renewal. Or, Eternal Soul, excuse me. So that's fine. I know what they're gonna do. There's not much they can really do here. They could try. It's not really gonna do anything for them. I don't want to sound like I'm being mean. Okay, so we're gonna activate her effect first, right? Any response to that? None? Alright, so we're gonna go, obviously, into this. We're gonna send her... We're gonna send her back to that. This is where the Rage Quit comes, because they know what's happening. They know what's up. Yeah. Here comes the Rage Quit. That's the problem, is Dark Magician decks are just so transparent in how they work. Because there's only one strategy. It's either you set the Eternal Soul, or you go for Red Eyes Dark Dragoon Turbo. Which you're gonna get a lot of people. It's Red Eyes Dark Dragoon Turbo. And then I can just activate the effect of this. And you know what I'm gonna go get? I'm gonna go get one of her. I'm gonna special summon this. They don't think they're in trouble, but they really are. A response to this? None. Let's see, I gotta add a card to my hand. So realistically what I do is I want the Loper here. Anything to this? I'm gonna activate the effect. They really don't know. They really don't know. So I'm gonna bounce this to my hand. I have so much of a setup here, it's not even funny. I'm gonna activate the effect of Dragonmaid Hospitality. I'm not bullying them, I'm just trying to kill them this turn because I know what they're gonna do. I'm gonna special summon this. Not gonna discard a card from my deck this time. So I'm gonna activate this. Alright. From here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring her back out, because she's like the star player of the game. 1, 2. I just want to guarantee that we're gonna game them this turn, which we are. Alright, there we go. House Dragonmaid again. Oh, switch. That's game. Because we have the negation, which we needed. So it's 3,000 attack. Do you accept that attack? You do. 2,500 attack. Do you accept that attack? You do. 2,000 attack. Do you accept that attack? You do. Show me potato salad. 3,500 for game? Yes? Yes. Alright, GG's. Impressive victory there. I mean, we're on a tirade with this deck. This deck has run roughshod over just about everything we've come across today. How is everybody? You're all comfortable? Oh, cozy? It was a fun one. Quite a fun one. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little bit more. I go usually for like 2 hours. I don't always play Yugioh Master Duel. I play a wide variety of games, so you never know. Sometimes it's dungeon crawlers like Diablo. Sometimes it's action-adventure games like Monster Hunter World. Rise, I don't really play Wilds. Wilds is in a terrible state at the moment. So, you know, there's that. Sometimes I'll play Air games. I'm going to be playing Gigabash on Friday. Because the new Gamera DLC comes out for Gamera Rebirth, which is part of Gigabash. So I want to definitely going to be checking that out on the channel. Messi Chauvet. What does that mean? I hope I didn't just say something dirty in French. There's a possibility. Pretty good hand. Am I going first or am I going second? Even for going second hand, it's okay. Where are the chances I open with like 2 infinite paradise? Alright, well. Am I getting negated here? This is actually could get easily disrupted though. Isn't that like a perfect setup here? Ooh. We might have pretty much everything we need for our starter here. Alright, so let's go into Ladies Dragonmaids. 1, 2. Alright, so we're gonna special summon her in defense position because she's got 3,000 defense. Alright, we're gonna activate the effect of Ladies Dragonmaid. Alright, so we are gonna special summon a Chamber Dragonmaid. activate the effect of Chamber Dragonmaid. We are going to add this card to my hand. We might have a little bit more control than we need to. The only thing that's really going to stop us... I'm not going to go into Shu because we don't necessarily need it right now. Because we're going to make a Shu on their turn anyway. Unless they negate it. And in which that case, then I'm going to be like super sad. So we're going to special summon the House Dragonmaid. I'm going to set this. I'm going to set this. I'm going to set this as well. We're going to pass there. It doesn't look impressive, but it might actually... We haven't lost her too much, so... I don't want to manifest that we're about to lose, but... Alright. That's what we do. So they draw. This is where I start to play on their turn. It could have been better, that hand. It could have been worse. It was so-so hand. But I felt like that's the play to make there. It could have been a little bit more explosive, too. Alright, let's see. Standby phase. We're going to activate the effect of Lady's Dragonmaid. This will allow us to fusion summon unless they play a hand trap here. They're thinking about it carefully. They might not know what the effect of this monster does. Oh, it's super fusion. That's gonna be so boring, but it's fine. It's probably Garuga at this point. Right? Garuga for this. Unless it's like Dragonmaid versus Dragonmaid. I don't have a super fusion for this deck. What the hell did you just discard? That's what I want to know. Is it stun? Aw, come on, bro. Do I still get the effect though, right? But she still gets her effect, so I don't understand why you would have... Thank you, I guess? You know, like, okay. I thought maybe they were going into something else, like Star Sorcerer Dragon or something. Alright, so I mean... target one dragon monster you control, one card. No, not yet. Only if stuff gets rough. I'm gonna activate the effect. Anything to this? Alright. Oh, yeah, they're gonna forfeit because they know that. I'm just gonna bring something else back. Alright, our victory. The tyranny of Dragonmaids and the waifus continues on stream today, Dragonmaids. Who would have thought cute, pretty maids serving you tea and crumpets and English muffins and stuff was gonna be this, hard for people to go against? I'm not making fun of the players I'm going against. I'm just saying it's kind of funny how strong this deck got overnight. I'm gonna go back into just chatting. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm like hiding my screen because I know there's some people who have been desperately trying to get into the game to play against me for nefarious reasons. So that's why I'm hiding the screen until I go into the matches. I mean, Dread kind of has some stuff figured out well enough. I've been streaming long enough to know some of the nonsense that people try to do. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Going first. Will we win or will we lose? I mean, we've mostly been winning today. But I will admit, I'm getting a little bit tired. But we're gonna go for the full 2 hours. Alright, I'm gonna activate this because I kind of have to right now. Anything to that? Alright, so what we're gonna do... I think this works this way. I hope it does, because if not, I'm about to punch the air. Not literally. But I think this should work the way I'm thinking in my head. It does! Okay, great! Because that was actually kind of a bad hand. I'm not gonna even lie there. Alright. Huzzah! Pretty lady, go! Look at her, she's so cute. Alright. Activate the effect of Lady's Dragonmaid. Alright, not chaining to that. That would be foolish. We're gonna special summon you in defense position. I am going to activate the effect of Chambermaid. Chambermaid is going to go search for the magic card here. We are going to play the Dragonmaid changeover. Not chaining to that. Alright, so we're gonna go into House Dragonmaid, so she's on the field very early. We can't go into Shu because we don't have like another level dragon that's there, but it's fine because we're going to make shoot anyway from the remove from play pile on my opponent's turn, unless they negate it, which would kind of suck. But this should be pretty good for us. Alright. So on my opponent's turn, I basically play on their turn, which I think is what really truly gives this deck, like, the true shine that it deserves. So I'm going to activate the effect of Lady's Dragonmaid. If they wanted to right now, they would have to Infinite, or they would have to Ash Blossom. And if they do either of those, then we're kind of in trouble. They just did that. Alright, well, I can still do this. So this is where things might get a little bit more difficult. But it's okay. Maybe it's okay. I don't know if it's truly okay. We'll find out in a minute. Doesn't she get her effect too, or is it on my face? That's gonna be where we really need to know. We might actually take it out here. It's a possibility. Which, I'm bound to lose one eventually, right? You can't just, like, keep winning over and over again in Master Duel. That's just not feasible. Even, like, the most consistent players eventually, like, hit fatigue. It's Cyber Dragons. We might get OTK'd here. We might get OTK'd here. If the shoe went off, that would have been great. But, I mean, even if they start special summoning, I get to draw a card. I just need to draw the hand trap. Like, I really need to, like, manifest an Ash Blossom right now to be able to kind of do something. Or I gotta hope that they have, like, a terrible hand. Which it's not looking like it. If we see Cyber Dark End, we're basically gamed over. We will shake our opponent's hand because they have outplayed us. Which is fine. Alright. This is where things are starting to get dicey. We might be in trouble. I mean, it's not like a total wash right now, just yet. But if the big Cyber Dark comes out, the one that, like, can't be destroyed by anything. Which... Uh-oh, they're using new Cyber Dragons. That's even worse. Oh, no. Weezer in trouble, chat. Weezer gonna die. Weezer gonna die, I think. Weezer gonna get hit for, like, FTK damage. All because of one card that stopped all her strategy. Infinite Impertinence. I can't get mad, I use it too. Alright? But that one Infinite Impertinence, that's why I said, like, even Dragonmaids are not as scary as people make it out. I get a card from that. I get a card from that. I get to draw. Okay. That's not kind of helpful, Infinite Impertinence in this case. We are bound to lose one. I think this is our game to lose. Unless they keep overextending. Because if they overextend and don't make, like, a big Cyber Dragon, and I draw into the exact card that I need, that's kind of part of it. We won. Kind of. We might have won this, because I can take away the option. Which is that, because they're trying to remove that to make the big OTK card. Oh, are you kidding? Are you kidding? Oh, man. It's not looking too good for us. Is Chimera Tech overload for game, right? I would assume it's game. All off of one Infinite Impertinence. That's the crazy part. But that goes to show you how some cards are so powerful that they can completely change the tide of the game. Oh, okay. Let's get rid of you. Actually, that's fine. I was expecting them to do a different play. That's actually fine. That's perfect. I mean, we're still in this fight. We're in for a very hard battle, but we're still in this fight. I thought we were gonna get Power Bond or stuff. Okay. Oh, Infinity. This is where it gets difficult. I gotta remove as many Cyber Dragons as I can right now. And then when he goes for the next one, is when we can try to stop the nonsense. When do I get to activate this effect? This is very important. Okay. That's still not gonna help. I'm trying to outplay the Cyber Dragon Infinity. This is a tough matchup, I will be honest with you. Okay. That's not gonna help in this situation, maybe. Is it still considered a Cyber Dragon? Oh, they're trying to powerbomb me. Okay. I don't know if this is really gonna help. We got rid of every Cyber Dragon option. I think we're still kind of okay. But it's getting dicey, I will admit. What do you do again? I don't even remember your second effect. Do you actually negate? You don't. Okay. Wait. In defense position, because there's probably an OTK coming. I think we won. We maybe win. Because I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to go for that one big hit that's for game over. They can't do it. So they're going to want to get rid of this. They have to get rid of this. And they forfeit. Yep. Ooh, that is years and years and years right there, Dreadknights, of experience in Yu-Gi-Oh! And not just in Master Duel. I'm talking like 25 years, literally, of card game experience. They're coming. Like, this, the important part about, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! For people who are new players is that you just gotta need to know your matchups. So in that particular situation, I have played Cyber Dragons a very, very long time. I've played them physical TCG. I've played them in Master Duel. I'm very familiar with the new cards that were released. I follow what goes on in OCG. So you know their matchup. So literally, thanks to the deck I'm using, because I use a lot of Bystials, all you need to do is remove anything that's got, like, Cyber Dragon's name. So we've removed the core Cyber Dragon pieces. We've removed the Cyber end because they were trying to go for a Cyber Dark end. I forgot if it's, like, Ultimate Cyber Dark end. There's a lot of things you do there. And that's basically how we were able to win that one, which is good. Good, you know? It's all about the matchups. The Max C also helped. I don't agree with Max C being in Yugioh Master Duel. Max C is banned in TCG. It's banned in TCG for a reason. I don't understand why OCG keeps Max C. I guess they figure because it's to prevent, like, special summonings like that. But I've always felt like the card itself is very unfair. It needs, like, if they don't want to ban it, like, in OCG and stuff, at least, like, give it a errata, like some of the busted cards that have in the past. Because if you give it an errata, at least it takes away some of the, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It takes away some of that power, right? So that makes it a little bit more balanced and a little bit more fair. Alright, let's get into the next match. Whew. It is hot today. Alright, casual match. Let's see if I get queued up here. Ready? What a name. I've never seen a name like this before. Alright. We are going first. That's an interesting name. I don't even want to, like, repeat that name in case it's like a random meme that we don't know about. Alright. Whew. Okay. This is a clunker of a hand. I think we're auto scooped. I can try to play it, but, like, I can't do anything with it. The most I can do is hope that my opponent doesn't have, like, amazing cards, but we bricked. This deck will, you know, every once in a while, you can't win every single game of Master Duel. That's just very unrealistic. Hello there, Minato. I don't know if I should say the last part. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Oh. Alright. Sin of Pride. Interesting name. So they set 1. Sets 2. Anything else? Lightsworn. Wow. I probably shouldn't negate that, but I'm pretty sure they got that. Hey, Big, you're hanging around here? Alright, what did they do? I can't let them get the search off here. Okay. Let me wait on that. I'm sorry, I was a little bit distracted. Negate. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. We'll take 1,000 damage, but we definitely need to draw into something. Big, I want you to keep an eye on something now, okay, for me? Just in case. I'll take that 1,000. Alright, main phase. Wait for end phase, and I'm gonna... Let's see here. As much as I have to do it now, because it's an end phase effect. Is Cherubi? Interesting. I'm gonna go for this one now. Let's remove that. Special summon. We're gonna activate the effect. Did they forget that it was negated? Well, I mean, it's a forced endgame effect anyway, right? Or end of turn effect. Let's search. Definitely, we're gonna get her. Hopefully she's not gonna get negated, but they're 2 face down, so I'm assuming it's gonna be like an infinite appearance there. Worst case scenario, best case scenario, it's not. Dragonmaid Tiding. I didn't actually want to open with that one. Alright, Parlor Maid. We were gonna normal summon it. Do we get to play some Yu-Gi-Oh here? Let's activate the effect of Parlor Dragonmaid. Any effect to this? Any response to that? Interesting. Dimensional barrier? No, Light Swarm barrier. When a Light Swarm monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can send top 2. I'm not targeting an attack right now, though. But that's fine. It's an odd choice. Okay. The problem with Light Swarm is that at any point they could go kaboom on us with the Light Swarm Dragon. Plus they play like a lot of fusions. Alright. So, let's see. We're gonna special summon Lady's Dragonmaid here. We're gonna send this. Well, technically we're banishing them. We're not sending. Alright. Special summon in defense position. Let's activate the effect here. Are we gonna get it? We are. Any response to this? I'm gonna go for Chambermaid. Definitely in the situation. So we're gonna special summon in defense position. I'm gonna activate Chambermaid's effect. Should have put her in attack position, but it wouldn't have mattered. She's only 500 attack, so she can't beat over that anyway. Okay. Let's go get the fusion card. Is this a continuous card? It is. Okay. I have an idea of what I'm gonna do. It's not gonna make a whole bunch of sense, just trust the process. Just trust the process, that's all I can tell you. Alright, so we're gonna go into Shu here. Or... and target one set, no. No, because I gotta target a monster on my side, so it doesn't make a whole bunch of sense here. As opposed to this way, we can get, like, actual damage. Trust the process, trust the process. I know it doesn't make a whole bunch of sense just yet. We have to think very carefully as to how we're gonna do this. Dragonmaid Shu. Alright. Any response to the summoning of Dragonmaid Shu? No. So we're gonna go into battle phase here. Just because I'm curious as to what they're gonna do. Declaration of attack. Do you accept? Are you gonna activate that? Alright, well... I can't have you using that actual continuous trap card, because that's a little bit annoying for me. So we're gonna tag out, which is gonna negate the effect of that card and get rid of it. Go away. And in place of that, we're gonna special summon House Dragonmaid. House Dragonmaid will special summon itself, and we'll continue our battle phase here. Right? Yeah, I was about to say, I know we get to continue our battle phase. Continue our battle phase, declaration of attack. Is there any response to this? Now that's going to be the real question here, Dragonmaids. 2,000 attack there. Okay, let's see. Can we do more stuff? How many Light Sworns? Because that's the thing I got to be careful of. There's only 2 in the graveyard right now. Okay, so main phase 2. We're going to set the Dragonmaid tidy. It's not going to make a whole bunch of sense just yet. Trust the process. Alright, from there, we could activate Hospitality, but it's not going to make, like, a whole bunch of sense. We don't really need 2 of these on the field right now. It's not going to do anything that will necessarily make this game any better or any worse for us, you know? Or any better, technically. Okay, so we're going to activate the effect of Lady's Dragonmaid. Okay, so that's being uncontested. So we're going to go back into Shu right now. Just in case, like, a freaking big-ass angry Lightsworn Dragon comes out, I need something to be able to stop it. Special summon, Dragonmaid Shoe. Alright, overall, very solid turn play. On top of that, we can activate this effect now. I have an idea, I'm just waiting. I'm technically trying to bait out my opponent with some of the plays I'm doing. Alright, special. In this case, we're gonna add to our hand. We should probably just get into our hospitality at this point. I don't play 2 of the fusion card because it doesn't make a whole bunch of sense economically in this deck to play those cards. It wouldn't, like, work in your benefit. Main phase 1. Anything? I suspect they don't have what they're looking for. So I'm gonna bounce this back. And we'll get a little bit of extra control there. It's all about controlling the pace of the game. Because they want to, like, get some stuff to the graveyard. Maybe because they need the Lightsworn Dragon. And we win that game. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty obvious they're trying to go for Lightsworn Dragon play there. Okay. I think maybe we have time for, like, one last one. And then from there, we will pull it for the day. I just need a break for a second, because we've been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm so tired at this point. Okay. Let's continue, shall we? Pardon the little bit of burpsies. I got a lot of gas there. This will probably be the final one unless we, like, lose it. So, that's what we'll do. Queued into the match. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. OCG player. Won the coin flip, though, so that's definitely a plus. Alright. Whew, I'm tired, man. Alright. That hand is tragic. We are going to be in for a rough time this time. I suspect. Potentially. We'll see. We shall see. Ah, man. This is rough. This is a really rough hand. See, this is why you don't get greedy with stuff, man. I mean, it's still a workable hand, it's just not a great hand. Alright. This is an automatic, you got this game, buddy. Because with that hand, I'm basically going to lose it. Even I know that. Yep. GG's to them. There was nothing else that I was going to be able to do there. Okay. Let's see here. I think definitely one more. It's an hour and 47 minutes. We'll do that one. That one was not going to be winnable. Once we got that negated, we have like a handful of bricks. Not much we could do but throw stuff at that point. At people. Okay. Did we win the coin flip? We did not. We're going against Thomas. Alright. Your opponent is choosing whether to go first or second. You are going first. So, are they playing Sky Strikers then, maybe? There's only 2 decks that let you go first, unless they weren't paying attention. Sky Strikers... besides Sky Strikers, like Tenpai, but... I've only seen Tenpai remixed with Sky Strikers at this point. So there haven't been really any more variant. Unless it's Stun. But Stun usually prefers to go first because they set up everything that they need to do in terms of play. So let's send this to Graveyard. Alright, we're going to activate the effect to special summon Lady's Dragonmaid, which has been the star player of all day today. Alright, special summon Lady's Dragonmaid. We are going to activate the effect of Lady's Dragonmaid. Alright, so we're going to special summon this lovely lady, Chambermaid, from the deck to the field. We were going to activate the effect of Dragonmaid, I'm so tired now. Like, I'm tripping over my words. I hope these guys can deal with that. It's been playing this much Yu-Gi-Oh! And the fact that I have to explain, I'm getting a little tired, as you can tell. We're gonna use the effect of this. I'm not gonna do Shu, because it makes no sense to do Shu right now. What we're gonna do is, because the nurse is kind of a dead draw this one, she's not a really good card. We're gonna do this. Because it gives me a little bit more plays I can make. Ladies, or House Dragonmaid. Okay. And then from there, I can also do, if I wanted to, but would that make much feasible sense to do that at that point? I mean, we have a lot more of her anyway. So I'm gonna actually activate, oops, nope, wrong one. Activate Ryzeal Magnuma. I'm gonna remove her. Now chaining to that. I just want to have like a really good setup for next turn. That's why I'm doing it. Okay, we're gonna search. In response to that, I'm gonna chain to this because we can use finally the Nocto Vision for once. Now chain to that. So we get Nocto Vision on the field. And we get that. Let me read this carefully. Is it a Dragonmaid or is it any card? It's a Dragonmaid monster. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn these two dragons that did their purpose already into a Heavenly Spear, so that way we can have a little bit more control on the board. Special summon. Alright, good. Any response to that? Nocto Vision. We could draw one. I know it doesn't make sense, but it does. Trust me, everything has a reason in this deck. Alright, so we're gonna set one here. We're gonna sit pretty for now. We have an extra hand trap in our hand. So if they're playing darks, this is where things get, like, spicy and interesting. We're gonna activate the effect of Magnuma. Magnuma is going to allow me to get something, in this particular situation, is it on my turn only? Let's add this card to my hand. It's not going to make a whole bunch of sense, just trust the process. There's a lot of things, like people sleep on a lot of Dragonmaid cards. I think we're in a very good position to win this. I could be wrong though. You know? Because now we start playing on their turn again. Thomas. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to activate the effect of Chambermaid. No chaining to that. Alright, so we're going to special summon the Shu. So let's put these cards back in the deck. I'm not really worried about her because I have multiple copies of that anyway. Special summon. We have our Omni Negate on the field right now. Dragonmaid Shu. We also have something we can bounce with. On top of that, we also get the effect of this. Any response to that? They do not respond to that. I'm gonna special summon the nurse. Just because it's an extra card. She really doesn't do anything because her effect's kind of bad. But you always just play one copy of her anyway. We're gonna set one. Ancient Gear Fusion. Let them do that. I'm not too worried about that. It's an OTK deck. I still have plays I can make. Houtzer. I'm gonna activate this effect. I'm going to return the nurse. Not chaining to that. Trust the process. We're gonna get rid of that. Any response? Okay. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove the Nocto Vision Dragon because it doesn't have much of a purpose here. Because I know I'm going against a fusion deck at this point. So I know what they're trying. They're trying to OTK here. So that's what Ancient Gear Golem decks do. So if they go for the next big one, I just take it out entirely. They're not going to be able to do much here. Yeah. We basically have control of the game at this point. Yeah, it's a guaranteed game over at this point. We're going to activate the effect of the Ladies Dragonmaid here. I'm going to go for Star Source Dragon because it's like the most logical choice here. I hate to get rid of my lovely lady, but we have to. She'll be back. She always comes back. We'll pop the 2 cards in the back. If one of them activates, then I'll negate it, which I'm thinking is the play here. You know, let's not pop the 1 in the back. It's probably a bait. Does this not activate? Activate Shoes effect. Anything to that? Special summon. Let's go with this one. This might be a little bit of a problem because this thing, like, doesn't die. Gonna bounce something. Definitely. I'm gonna bounce you back to my hand. Not chaining. We got the stall game going on. Alright. I didn't want to pop the back because there's a possibility that there's a bluff there. Anything? I know these decks way too well. So usually they set something and then... Nope. Not doing that. There we go. Negate that. Bring back her, so she's gonna get special summoned to your Dreadknights. That gives us another attack too. Yeah. Let's attack here. Not chaining to that, it would be foolish. I mean, if we did this, how much is it? Monster, it just gains 2,000 attack until the end of the turn. Fuck it. Oops, excuse my language. Let's go for a Wee Ball. Might as well. Unless it turns into just 2,000. 5,000 to the face. And then we'll go 25 for game. Unless they have something that they're... I'm pretty sure the back row, why I didn't do Star Source there, is because it's probably a set bluff where you destroyed it and like an Ancient Gear Fusion comes out. Because I know they have a couple cards that do that. So that's why I was like, wait, let's not pop the back row. Because the back row is probably something to trigger their win condition. That's why they played it that way. Because they want me to get like greedy and overextend. Sometimes you can't overextend. You have to read your opponent. That's gonna be it in terms of duels for today. Because I usually only stream for about 2 hours. If you like what you saw, though, by the way, feel free to subscribe to the channel, feel to leave comments, feel free to give likes, let me know your version of the deck build. I will show you my version, though, because I do like to help people. That's what I've always pretty much set out to do in terms of content creation. So, I'm playing 2 Drone Lockbirds, 2 Maxis, 1 Nurse Dragonmaid, 3 copies of Ash Blossom Joyous Spring, 3 copies of Kitchen Dragonmaid, 3 copies of Parlor Dragonmaid, 3 copies of Chamber Dragonmaid, 1 Bysteel Magnuma, 1 Bysteel Drewsworn, 1 Bysteel Buldrake, 1 Dragonmaid Ernest, 1 Noctovision Dragon, which you saw in that last game actually has some value in this deck, 1 Dragonmaid Tinkek, 1 Dragonmaid Lopar, 1 Dark End Evaporation Dragon. It's in there, but you don't really use it too much in this deck. 1 Dragonmaid Churmba, 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, 1 Nibiru the Primal Being. I'll be honest, Darkness Metal kind of has no value in this deck, but you use it just in case you get into one of those rough situations where you need like a big beat stick, or you could just use it as like fusion fodder. 3 copies of Dragonmaid Hospitality, 1 copy of Dragonmaid Changeover, 1 copy of Branded Regain because we're playing a lot of Bysteel monsters. You can also put like a Lubellion. I just feel like Lubellion doesn't really grab too much here. On top of that, I don't have enough UR to regenerate some Lubellions. I broke them down for things anyway. 1 copy of Called by the Grave because it's restricted. 1 copy of Crossout Designator just to like stop Maxis, Molcharmies, Infinite Impertinence, all that type of stuff. 3 copies of Infinite Impertinence. 2 copies of Dragonmaid Tiding because whenever you bring out something via this secondary effect or via this secondary effect, it gives you the ability to pop and control your opponent's turn. For the extra deck, 1 Burrowload Fusion Dragon, 1 Star Source, or Chaos Star Source Dragon, 2 copies of Ladies Dragonmaid, but honestly, you can run only 1 in this deck and you'd be just fine. I just use it in case, like, something happens and my strategy gets disrupted, I need to go back into it, but if you don't have the UR, just play 1. 1 copy of Phil of Regis, but I've not really have seen many reasons to actually use it, so that's why I didn't use it today. 3 copies of House Dragonmaid, because she comes out very easily and you can use her to do other things like Star Source, so it's important to have 3 of her. 2 copies of Dragonmaid Shield, because it tags out when it negates the effect, so you really don't need more than that necessarily. 1 copy of Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. I didn't really have a need to use it, But if you want to really, like, lock down your opponent, you should be using that in this particular deck. One copy of Super Star Slayer, Typhon, Sky Crisis. The reason for that is, like, if you go against an opponent and they, like, go, you know, extra deck heavy, you could at least summon this and maybe you could stop some of the nonsense so that you actually get a win. One copy of Striker Dragon. Honestly, you only make this, like, if you're gonna go into literally the Dragonmaid Hospitality play. So let's say you start really bad and you have nothing to get into your graveyard. I'll give you an example. Let's say you open just with this, right? And you have, like, a Hospitality in here. You can summon this, go into Striker, and then you play the Hospitality to go into your Lady's Dragonmaid. So that's why it's in there, in case you run into that situation. 2 copies of Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spears. And that's the deck. As you saw today, I mean, we can count the wins. It was definitely, I think the only time we scooped was when a naughty name that I didn't want to show and something else. I'll count the wins for you. We were playing casual because this is not a deck that you could really play in ranked. So 1, 2, we lost to Harry Potter. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 wins. One of these losses was just because the person was intentionally slow playing and rage quitting. So I'm not going to count it because it's just like, they were trying to hold the game hostage the first game. We sat there for like 5 minutes. So I don't want to play again with that. So technically we lost 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We won like 15 matches. So it's very viable. It's in a much better state than it used to be. If you're trying to make this deck, I don't work for Konami, although I know people who do work at Konami. Honestly, all you really need is honestly, like 3 of the structure decks. I would recommend just to have them so you have the fusion cards that you need. Where is it? It's here somewhere. So like 3 of these. You just get 3 of these, and then from there, the new pack that's out, which is concurrently this one. Beat the Boss Rush. The only thing you need in here, honestly, is the Philip Regis. You can make do with 1 of the Dragonmaids ladies, but if you can get 2, and then the only other card you need from this is a super. So it's 2 supers and like 1 ultra, or 2 supers and 2 ultras, depending. Alright, thank you for coming here, Big. Thank you to everybody that hung out today. Definitely consider, if you're not like subscribed to the channel, definitely subscribing. Anyway, with that being said, thank you to everybody that's chatting, thank you to everybody that was lurking, thank you to everybody that hung out. I do greatly appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow, potentially, with a movie watch-along with Sister Dread. If Sister Dread has something else to do, though, I might have to change it to something else, so definitely be on the lookout. But as far as I know, last time I talked to Sister Dread, we're most likely doing a movie watch-along. We're going to be watching the 2023 horror movie Thanksgiving. As a reminder, I cannot stream the movie. I can only stream my reactions to said movie. So you have to have it queued up. It's available on HBO Max. It might be available on Hulu. I think you can rent it on YouTube, but like most people, I think, have an HBO Max streaming account. So you have to have it queued up on your end. But that's the plan for tomorrow. If something changes, I'll let you know on social media very early in tomorrow morning and afternoon. Anyway, with that being said, thank you for hanging out with me. I do greatly appreciate it. I will see you all for the next one. Till next time, guys.